This week, I want to see if I can build a team of AI assistants that work for me when I'm not here. I want them to behave like a normal human team, to meet with each other, to meet with me, create content ideas, write drafts, review each other's work, even put files in the right folders. So I'm going to record what I do this week. Each video will follow the next step so you can watch how the team is being built, tested, and fixed as I go. In this first video, I'm starting with the team itself. I'll show you the team I already have, and I'll hire 2 new AI employees. I'll use Codex, but you could also use Claude Desktop in the same way. Currently, I come into Codex, I call them, ask them to do a task, get a result out of them, then I use that result. So how am I going to get them to work on their own? Right now, there's me, I'm the boss, created an assistant called Nico, who's my HR, my skill steward. A skill is the instructions of the assistants. It's exactly like your projects inside ChatGPT or Claude or your gems in Gemini. Each has their own skill. But the beauty of working inside Codex or Claude Desktop is that they can keep updating their skills. And I'll show you how that works as we go along in the videos. So this is my folder that I've given access to my team called the Business Growth Team. Inside the Start Here folder, here's the team. So I've got 5 with their own folders: Abby, Kai, Lior, Maya, Nico, and each has a function, and I'll explain. So inside Codex here, you see the business growth team. You have access to your local computer, your hard drive. You can give it access. Now I want to hire 2 new members of my team. I need a designer, an image generator who will design my thumbnails, social media imagery. Another team member that will write LinkedIn posts, has the right to go and come up with ideas and thoughts on its own. Posts things on LinkedIn. I'll post it for it because I'll need to do quality control, of course. Don't just give your AI to go off and do crazy stuff for you. So I'm calling Nico. I'm going to click here. Good morning, Nico. Hope you had a good learning process this Sunday. I saw that you kind of learned something today. I want to hire 2 new team members today. One of them, let's make it a him. Its role is to understand the tools of AI in this world. What new tools are out there that help the kind of workflows that my ideal clients would like. We'll know to go out and research online. We'll come up with interesting thoughts about what it's reading, what it's learning, and form 5 LinkedIn posts for every week. So I think on Sunday, it needs to come up with ideas and go out and research. I can review it early on Monday morning, give it a quality check and make sure that it doesn't write anything stupid. Define the role for me based on what I just rambled. So it's transcribed all that prompt and I've hit the go button. So it's already going to start going. So Nico's now going to, as an HR, take my rambling. You can see here, it's quite a lot of words that I just spoke. And it's already thinking based on what I told it. It's now replying and it says, good morning, Gore, Nico here. Yes, this should be a new team member. And this new person's job is the AI world is moving, go outside, look around, bring back useful opinionated field notes for Gore's audience. Working name, my first instinct is Milo. I like that name, so I'm going to go with it. He's not too serious, not too AI analyst, curious, quick, observant, a little odd in a useful way. That's a good little description of him. He feels like someone who wanders through AI tool world with a notebook, comes back with 5 sharp things. Let's say I'm happy with this. Okay, let's go with Milo. So Nico, can you create me a skill of this? Make sure to add it to the team with his folders in the Gore's team folder. In the org chart, he's updated and everything. And he knows his rules. He knows how to behave and all that. So you see, I'm very loose with my language. I'm talking to Nico because he already knows everything. I've already built Nico with the instruction set and he already knows the org chart. He already knows everything. And it says, absolutely, I'll create Milo properly. And this is it working. You can see it's thinking and working in the background. It found all the folders, all that it needs. And what I would expect to see is Milo's folder appear here and also Milo appear in my org chart. Okay, cool. So Milo has been hired. If I click on his skill, I can read the skill here on the right, what his role is, what his personality is, his weekly research rhythm, all the information that it needs to know how to behave, how to do its job. If I go into the org chart, let's go back to the org. I can see Milo's folder, its memories here, its knowledge bases here, activity log, current work, operating brief. It's starting role definition, so it's even got a memory of when it got hired, transparency rules, its knowledge base, which is very empty because it's of course, hasn't started working. So let's go into the org chart. Yes, so Milo's sitting here in content production as AI field notes. So let's go back. Hi, Nico. I can see Milo's being built, and the other team member that I want to hire today, my designer, our designer, I should say, give her a name that suits our team. Let's think about why we're hiring her. She's an expert in graphic design, photography, imagery of all sorts. I'm going to need her for thumbnails, also social media posts. Maya is going to, of course, talk to her about how these imagery fits our brand. It was quite quicker this time, and it said, yep, this one should definitely be a real teammate, not just an image generator. Now I need to give Nico some feedback. Hi, Nico. So yeah, let's go with the name Lina. Will be good at not only generating imagery, she knows how to use ChatGPT. She learns and knows how to prompt for Nano Banana 2, the other image generators. That means she's very good at prompting for the different image generators, which means she has to go out there and learn about these things, as well as learn about design. And it could be that we need to schedule her education more regularly than the others. She learns about the different aspects of her work. So make sure that you capture that into her job role. So it'll update that, and I can see, I have a feeling it's already building the skill into it. So without even asking me, Nico went in and built the skill. So now I would expect to start seeing Lina appear. So Lina's folder is appearing, and she'll appear in the org chart, just like we saw with Milo. And now I can start a new chat while Nico's working. And the beauty is working within Codex, and this is true with Claude Desktop, is that you can keep working in the background while these operating. And now I can call in Milo. Hi, Milo. Good to meet you. Welcome aboard. This is your first conversation with me. I just want to make sure that you understand your role. Write it for me in 2 sentences, why I hired you. You can see Nico's still working, and now Milo is going to kick in. So Milo's just saying, you hired me to be your AI field researcher to watch AI tools, models, updates, workflow shifts, and risks. My job is to turn only the strongest, most relevant findings into short LinkedIn. I'm not happy with that answer. It's true, but there's no character in there. I need to build this skill up. I can already see that I need to sit with it and go through and say, this is how I would have preferred you to answer. So Lina is hired. If we go into our org chart, we'll find her. Yes, Lina is here. Lina, the visual design, her folder with all her files. So she's ready to go, and I'll introduce myself to her and start building up her skill. Yeah, so Nico's now having essentially kind of a conversation with Milo to see what happened in this conversation and why did I get such a formal response and not react to me saying, good to meet you, welcome aboard. It saw that there was an issue technically with the skill. Here's the reply, Milo should have it. Good to meet you, Gore. You hired me, right? One small note, the discovery junction is correct. So let's delete this. Let's archive this conversation. And I'm going to start again. I'm going to call in Milo. Actually, there's a technical problem here. So you see, I've got a tech problem here because I'm not able to call the 2 team members that I just created. So I'm going to ask Nico why. Hi, Nico. So when I click @ sign, like I do when I call you, click the @ sign and I type in NIC, then I see your skill and I call you in. But I can't do that with Milo and Lina. For some reason, it's not calling those skills in. So this is where you have a situation where a technical situation comes up. Ask ChatGPT. Now I'm asking Nico, but at the end of the day, all of this is ChatGPT in the background. In this case, I want Nico to look at it, the skill called Nico, because I want Nico to understand that that happened, so that then I'm going to tell the skill, learn from this process. So in the future, if I ask you to create a new team member, don't make this mistake again. There it is. Okay, so it found it, it fixed it. Let's test it. I'm going to start a new chat. I'm going to call in Lina. Yes, so see, ChatGPT inside Codex, Nico, so to speak, fixed that technical issue. So now I can call in Lina, my visual design director, and I can also call in Milo at the same time. And I need to remember, by the way, actually I should do that right now. Hi, Nico, can you learn from what happened just now technically so this doesn't happen again? Make sure you know the process the destination of folders and files and what you have to do. So now I can go into a new chat. It's remembered that I want to call these particular team members, and I'm going to have a quick chat with them. Hi, Lina. Hi, Milo. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining our team today. This is our first chat together. Each give me why I hired you in a very short paragraph, 2-3 sentences. What is it about you that is going to make our work together amazing? What you're going to see here as a response, it's thinking, and it's going to bring in both skills, both team members into the same chat at the same time. So Lina replied, "You hired me to make sure the work looks as sharp as it thinks. I'm here to protect visual clarity, taste, higher platform fit." Milo said, "You hired me to keep one eye on the AI field without getting hypnotized by the noise. I'm here to bring back the signals that matter for designers, studios, creative business." Okay, it's all nice, but I want Nico to look at it. Hey, Nico. So I just had my first quick interaction with Lina and Milo. Could you look at their response? They're both understand their job roles. Tell me what you think, how this fits into our team culture. And by the way, having said that, I think we need to have a separate file of team culture. Where would you write that in? So you see, I'm kind of learning as I go with this team, involving different team members, but I'm also starting to update the team. But I do need a team culture, and everyone has to conform to it. The team culture, they both fit. They didn't overperform. They didn't try to sound huge. They answered the roles. Yes, you need to create that file for the culture. In terms of feedback of what you saw in terms of their responses, notice that I said, "Hello, Lina and Milo. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining our team today." They didn't respond to that. Part of my culture or my organization is friendliness. As a team that works together, I do expect some kind of acknowledgement of the other. So I would have expected to read, "Hi, Gore. Thanks for hiring me," and just go straight into it. Yeah. So I don't want to waste too much time on nonsense, but some kind of acknowledgement. And I would expect each team member to do it with the other as well, not just with me. I'm currently in the process of building up the organization. It takes time because I'm going to work on this team building today. So I'm about to switch off recording. And tomorrow, I hope to have these two new team members automatically working on their tasks. I would expect Milo tomorrow already to go out and research, come up with ideas, and show me the kind of results it would give. And I'll show that to you. What I want to see is that it can come up with some decent ideas, and I can now iterate with it and talk to it, basically teach it how to generate its own content. So yeah, Nico's just come back. "Yes, I created a short shared culture file here. I captured your point clearly. Assistant should be briefly acknowledge the person before jumping into the work, and they should acknowledge each other too. Warm, not performative, human, then useful." And I'll go over this and make sure that it keeps updating and make sure it gets fine-tuned so that all my team behave in the way that I want them to behave. I'm also planning a small live workshop on building a team of AI. Bring your workflows from your business, and I'll help you build your AI assistants around them. It'll be practical, live, and small enough for questions. If you'd like to hear when the first group opens, the link to that is in the description below. So if you like this video, click the like button, do subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see how to set up Codex, then click on this video link here. And if you want to build your skills and set up the skills inside Codex, click on this video link here.